Hello and welcome to the transcription explanation of this design. It was done using Loren Sherman's script, which uses a combination of dot modifiers and line modifiers on 4 different shaped letter stems. And then vowels, they're tricky because they have different positions depending upon what vowel they are and if they're attached on one of these 4 consonant stems. This all makes the most sense in practice. Let's go ahead and start reading our design. Typically, you'd read starting at the bottom and then going counterclockwise, but since this is set up linearly, we start at the left and go to the right. So here's our first word. The bottom of it's here, and this is our first set of letters. It's a circle inside the word circle stem with a vowel attached on it. So vowels that are attached can be a little bit bigger than vowels that aren't attached because they only vowels can be attached on other stems. So here we have our first vowel consonant team, and this is a circle inside the word circle with no modifiers. So we're in this row because this is the circle inside a word. This is a circle in a word circle stem, and then no modifiers makes that a J. And attached to it, like a bead on a string, we have our little O. So this bronze one here is our O, and it is attached to the J. So J O. Continuing around, here we have a U with a line radiating outwards. So U's have a line going outwards, I's have a line going inwards, like this one and this one. Otherwise, only consonants have stems and their line direction does not matter. So these are the vowels with stems, and the other ones, they're just lines on consonants. So here's the U, and this is a shallow divot. So we're in this row, and there are 3 dots by it, so that makes it an R. And this is a consonant I was talking about. It's inside the word circle, and it's got 1 line on it, and its direction doesn't matter. So 1 line makes it an N. And then we have the E. It's just like an I, except it has no line modifiers. And then we have our Y. 2 dots here, so we're in this column. And it's a circle on the line of the word circle, like this. So that makes it a Y. So journey. And then we have our next word here. Bottom of it's here. This is a deep divot shape, so unlike the shallow divot, which doesn't curve back in on itself and is 50% or less complete, the deep divot is more than 50% complete and starts to curve back in on itself and looks kind of like an omega. So we're in this row, and there's no modifiers, so that's just a B. Then we have the E, no lines on it, so it's just a regular old E. Then we have this shallow divot, which has a lot going on. So we have our O on it, just like that O, but we have some line modifiers. So we look at this whole letter stem and we count wherever a line ends on it. So 1, this is the O, 2, 3 lines end on it. So this one ending on the other lines doesn't count, only here, here, and here. But that's still 3 lines, so that makes it an F. So F-O, and then we have an R, 3 dots on it, just like this R, and then the E. So before, and these are just line modifiers. This is one of the lines from the F, and this is a line from an N over here. So here we have our last word, bottom of it's here. This is a deep divot stem, and there are 1, 2, 3 dots on it, making it a D. Then we have the E inside that word circle. Now we have some stacked letter stems. So we'll notice this curve here, this arc, this shallow divot stem, has 2 lines on it. There's the thin one and the thick one. And because these 2 lines are 2 different thicknesses, it's 2 different letters. Because we can stack up anything in the same row and read them from the thin one to the thick one. So this thin one is read first, and there's 1, 2, 3 lines ending on it, so that makes it an S. And then we have the thick one, which has no modifiers on it, so that's just a T. And the vowel's always read last, so that's the I. So D-E-S-T-I. Continuing around, here's the N, 1 line on it. And then A's are outside the word circle. So this is in line right here. So A, and then we have a shallow divot with no modifiers. It's important that this line goes all the way up and connects on the I. So there's the I. And then we have our O all by itself inside the word circle. And then last but not least, an N. So lines that pass through don't count, but this 1 line ends on it, just like the 1 line on this N. So D-E-S-T-I-N-A-T-I-O-N. So journey before destination. And I hope this makes for a good tattoo. I like how kind of open and geometric it feels. It's kind of like some broken lines. Yeah, so I hope it fits well, and I hope it turns into an awesome tattoo for you. Bye.